Can you hear me? Is this thing on?
Wake up.
Are you ready for a mind-blowing revelation? This isn't a sales pitch. I'm not peddling anything. Stick around. This affects each one of you, regardless of age. Grant me just 5 minutes of your time, and I promise you'll be left uttering, "What the heck?" Maybe even contemplating, "What can I do about it?" Who can relate to the struggles with airlines? We've all been there, right? Booked a flight, only to face the dread of an overbooked situation at the gate. Infuriating, isn't it? But here's the kicker, it's allowed. Airlines maximize revenue by cleverly predicting no-shows and selling more tickets than available seats. It's a profit-driven strategy, indifferent to the inconvenience caused to paying customers. Unfortunately, this strategy mirrors a broader trend across various markets today. It may not sit right with you, and rightly so. But, alas, that's the system we're in, and we just have to deal with it. Now, let's shift gears and talk about stock markets. What I'm about to reveal will make you question the integrity of our financial systems. When a company goes public, it issues a specific number of shares for public trading. Logic dictates that the total shares in the market should never exceed what the company initially issued, right? Wrong. Just like airlines, some unsavory characters in our stock markets continually create more shares than the company issued. The catch? It's not the company overselling its own shares, it's broker-dealers and market makers illegally producing counterfeit shares to turn a profit. Now, I hear you asking, don't we have government organizations to prevent this? Well, yes, we do, at least in theory. But the reality is a tad murkier. The top executives of these market players often sit on the boards of so-called self-regulating organizations, or SROs, creating a dubious scenario akin to the fox guarding the henhouse. It might sound like a conspiracy theory, but the facts speak for themselves. What exactly are these SROs? Essentially, they are government organizations that are entirely self-regulating. Picture this, the pitchers throwing pitches, and the umpires calling balls and strikes, are one and the same. Sounds fishy, doesn't it? Now, when these agencies do take action, it's often against celebrities or public figures, creating the illusion of a watchdog doing its job. But here's the kicker, ever wondered when was the last time a top-level executive at a bank or brokerage firm went to jail? The focus seems to be on Hollywood rather than Wall Street. Are we to believe that financial misconduct is exclusive to Tinseltown? Remember the Taylor Swift concert ticket fiasco? The swift response, investigations, and congressional inquiries showcased an impressive display of accountability. But hold on, when it comes to market manipulations that affect your 401k, IRA, and savings, the response is eerily silent. Let's dive into a recent incident where over 65,000 families were defrauded. The issue revolves around a dividend from ticker symbol MMTLP that was never meant to trade on the open market. Yet, market makers and SROs exploited loopholes, allowing it to trade from October 2021 to December 8, 2022, creating potentially hundreds of millions of counterfeit shares. Is this not fraud? The issuing company informed authorities, but the response has been lackluster, leaving retail investors in the dark. In fact, some, who are much smarter than I am, have recently been running numbers for all brokers involved, and are claiming that this mess is potentially bigger than Madoff, FTX, and SVB combined. There is one thing that could put all these questions and quote-unquote conspiracy theories to bed. A simple share count. Through a Freedom of Information Act request, shareholders discovered that FINRA and the SEC were starting to count the shares before the U3 halt even happened. This is known as blue sheeting. So, they were blue sheeting on December 5th, they issued an extremely rare U3 halt on December 9th, and now for over a year have refused to release the share count to the public. Why do you think this is? It's been over a year, and the silence is deafening. Retail investors are reaching out to FINRA, the SEC, the DOJ, the FBI, Congress, governors, and news agencies, but until just recently, no one seems willing to address the issue. No congressional hearings, no investigations, just a frustrating waiting game. The question remains, why the lack of urgency when it comes to protecting people's hard-earned money in the financial markets? The fix is simple. FINRA and the SEC can open trading for position close only, allowing hedge funds and market makers to rectify their positions. It's a straightforward solution that could bring justice to those affected. Now, you might be wondering, how does this affect me? Well, think about it. Do you have a job? A retirement account? Plans to retire? This isn't just about a stock or security, it's about market manipulations that could impact your job, retirement savings, and financial stability. If this is happening to a seemingly small security, what other manipulations are going unnoticed? Reflect on the last market crash. Who bailed out the bad actors? Who took the hit while they paid themselves bonuses? Now, ask yourself, who do you think they will come to, with hands stretched out, to bail them out again? This concerns you. Get involved, because your future depends on it.